Why do people assume that E.N.D is an evil entity? So for the longest time, in fact ever since theories first started sprouting about E.N.D, people seem to think that Natsu will become evil by default. Now I'm not sure where I stand from a subjective point of view. I am open to a lot, but what if E.N.D is actually really nice? What if he's a really cool guy? Or a demon, if you will. The only glimpse we've had of E.N.D is when Natsu went up against Grey. And although it is true that all of Zeref's previous demons gave off nothing but evil vibes, Natsu asked Grey to step aside. He did not want to fight Grey. I understand that most people will consider the idea that E.N.D was not fully triggered at that point, and it's true. It is also all we've got to go on, so we may as well assume E.N.D is a little to no different from Natsu's own self. I do believe it's gonna be a different personality for sure, a whole new mind. I have no doubt about that, but there's no reason why it has to be an evil one, is there? Seraph made E.N.D from his little brother, one of the only people he loved dearly. I actually think that if E.N.D triggers completely at some point, that Natsu will get a completely new view on life, but I think his memories will remain. A different mind in the way that he's not gonna be the one, the Natsu that jokes about things with Happy and goes fishing, but he will remember everything. Because of that, he will know who are important in his life. He wouldn't hurt Happy or Lucy if his life depended on it. Natsu will never turn on his comrades, but his mindset will change. Instead of fighting Zeref to end the war and save Fiora, he will fight Zeref because he's programmed to do so. So I ask one final time, why would E.N.D be evil? Zeref is his enemy by default, and don't get me started on Acnologia. Ever since the end of Tartaros, Acnologia made himself Natsu's arch nemesis by killing Igneel in front of Natsu. No matter what happens, Natsu's enemies will remain the same, and his friends will stay by his side. All signs point towards the same conclusion. Urza even made the Aetherius form reverse. I mean, that's the cherry on top right there. We don't know what Zeref means by Natsu dying. It could simply mean his being as a human entity, like he'll turn to a demon rather than a human physically. It doesn't have to mean a new mind. I mean, I think that E.N.D and Natsu have different personalities, but we don't actually know yet. And it's just one of those things that they're going to be revealed at a later time, if at all. Anyway, that's all for this video on E.N.D being a lot nicer than most people think. Please let me know down below what you think, and if you did, please like this video and subscribe if you're new. Bye.